10-year document on chemicals and waste management in Ghana, 5-year communication strategy and national action plan to reduction and possibly eliminate mercury use in the artisanal small-scale mining sector have been launched. It is envisaged that the 3 documents will help reduce the adverse effect, impact and contamination of the environment, human health and economic livelihood of the people towards achieving the 2030 Sustainable Development Goal Agenda.
The gaps and high risk associated with chemical management in the entire life cycle, storage, usage, transportation, disposal
will help reduce the adverse effect, impact and contamination of the environment.
Lack the adequate knowledge on the harm and dangers not only to them but the entire planet. The 10-year sound management of chemical and waste in Ghana, tied into the UN Decade Action, will promote the sustainable consumption and production, using other safer alternatives to reduce the risk on human health and enforce measures to minimize the environmental impact. Whereas the 5-year strategic plan on sound management of chemicals and waste in Ghana is focusing on increasing awareness creation on the hazardous chemicals through traditional and social media. For the 3rd, the National Action Plan to reduce and eliminate mercury use in the artisanal small-scale mining sector, which causes some emissions and severe health implications.
Ghana, we produce plants, but the implementation sometimes suffers. I know for various obvious reasons, but this is one that we cannot ignore. We will make sure that we implement it as planned. It may take more than the 10 years perspective, but we'll keep on track to ensure that your efforts will not be in vain.
While commending the country for the bold step on regulating the sector, the UN Special Rapporteur for Toxics and Human Rights is urging Ghana to close the loopholes in the system to minimize the threats on the people and the environment.
It needs immediate action, and so every day that passes without adequate controls and with greater emissions of mercury to the environment is another day of human rights infringements and risks.
The Ministry of Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation says the document was developed to meet Ghana's obligation under Article 7 of the Minamata Convention.
Mainstreaming sound management of chemicals and waste within national development plans is deemed vital in addressing the entire life cycle of chemicals, including waste, and calls for broad participation, science-driven action, stakeholder engagement, and innovative thinking.
The 3 documents were developed by the Environmental Protection Agency, UNIDO, WHO, ILO, UNDP, and other partners. Clara Mlano, GBC News, Accra.